Alright, since we last, or from where we last left off, I believe, I think I left off, right before, the last trial, and we don't know, oh, no, this is gonna be Kilika's, and I decided to spend a bunch of time after. I think, how many hours was it? Was it really 2 hours in game time? It felt like forever. Maybe with all the time I spent AFK all tabbing back and forth, it didn't really add to the game time that much. But, yeah, so I spent a whole bunch of time getting even more people's orbments all set up. So, now I now have Chloe with all tier 5 stuff with plus yin and yang. Got Reese kitted out, although I still need, did I run out? Yeah, I'm actually out of time, Sepith, for once. And with how many people, that don't really use Earth or even Fire as much as, like, these two, because, like, you always need action, you always need EP cut, you always need, like, EP. Like, it just eats into these pools more than all these others combined. I really wish you can kind of convert a lot of these though. Like, why can't I convert like a lot of these to like space, like at a 3-to-1 conversion rate, like they do in like the Mira conversions, right? But either that feature's like actually in the game but locked away somewhere, or it's just not there. I just have to. Actually, let me just do that right now before I forget. Let me just do like another 1k of each of these. Because honestly, like, once you have enough people with all this, you don't really need any more. Like, who isn't equipped at this point? Like, I know there's Mueller, but it's just, there's nothing I really gain from having defense 5, like, skill-wise. So, like, obviously he's not casting any of these spells, but he can still do support. Like, he can still do Clock Up if need be, Earth Wall if need be. I really don't know about using, like, some of these Sylvan, buff spells. Like, I don't know, it just feels like so non-impactful. I don't know, like, if, like, maybe, like, if there was, like, a guard that raises, like, or if there was an AoE agility, like, keep this as normal, because it's, like, the tier 1 thing. Like, you literally need just 1 wind. But then with something like this, it's like, oh, move +2 and speed plus, well, with the presence of these, like, I wouldn't up it by much. Like, 10%. Like, move 2, 10% speed, or hell, maybe even just combine it for a lower amount of agility for an AoE application or something, because like you just hardly use these unless you're doing a 1v1 scenario where you really need to squeeze out every last stat. Hey Noodle, how you doing? But yeah, I got Mueller basically kitted out to where I want him. Richard, I'm still working on it, but again, I ran out of space and space and time Sepith, so I'll just have to make do with this. Agate is kitted out. I need to upgrade to Seal 2 if we can ever find a copy. Olivia... Julia is kitted out. I forgot that. Oh yeah, that's why. I was in I wasn't sure what to give Olivia. Because, like, if you want to divide up everyone into, like, specific elemental, like, roles for coverage, for attack spells, buffs, etc., etc. Like, obviously, Olivia, this man is not attacking, even though he has 2k strength. I think, like, the base, or, like, the... what was it? Like, the expected level of strength for this chapter, you need to have at least, like, 2200 bare minimum. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything. Given how all the other monsters' defenses have been scaling up, at this point in the chapter. But yeah, let me just keep going over other people. So Julia kitted out, Poison mainly because I wanted to have access to Earth Wall. All other tier 5s. Shara, again, I don't have enough Seppa to make the gold gem. And I'm not sure what I can get if I make evade 5. Let me see. So that's 4 more. Wait, what do I get with the? Oh no, I'm technically done. So Grand Stream is all I really need. And we have it like right here. So Shara's fully kitted out for wind stuff and support stuff in mind. Although not enough for the better healing spells. I'm debating whether or not I should remove something in favor of trying to get Latiral at the very least. Because Latira, it's mainly there to top people off at that point, not really heal them from one-shot territory. But yeah, we still got like our usual buffs, debuffs, and all that, so that's pretty good as well. Although, yeah, heavily specialized. I actually got some water, but yeah. Josette, I really do not like using her. I'm sorry, but I really do not like using her. Because like, not from down to her setup, from being forced into Earth, like also her skill set. Rude. Well, I'm sorry, it's the game's fault for trying to mirror Estelle's setup, but worse. At least Estelle isn't restricted by forced typing. But yeah, like, I forget which one it was, but whichever craft lowers defense, kind of like how Chloe does, it's significantly more annoying to work with because, assuming the enemy is able to be knocked back, then she just knocks them back across the entire level, meaning you have to drag your melee units all the way over there to actually hit something, which is god-awful because depending on the situation or setup, you just waste an entire turn trying to walk up. And yeah, I just don't really want to bother using Josette. I thought they would redeem her in this game, in the third compared to the second, because the second, they barely gave her anything to work with and she was just there for the sake of story pretty much. So like, yeah, you could use her in the second game, but like she has extremely limited options. She's a Bulma clone. I mean, I see, but eh. I don't know, I just really don't. I just really dislike putting her in the party. Clone's a bit much. But yeah, Tita, she has everything she needs to, like water gem to get what little health she has up to a decent level. Well, I'm just pointing out her setup. You could put the gun down. Yeah, Emerald Gem so that she can tank up. She doesn't really cast offensive spells. She's just here for clock down, pretty much. Ruby Gem so that she can actually dish out some good damage. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I think if I get this to Gold Gem, I think I can get Orbital down as well. But yeah, that's pretty much as far as I'm gonna go. Maybe cast 3, but that's about it. Ren, already kitted out. I changed some stuff around. I ended up removing the Sapphire, was it? Gem? Because I kind of wanted her to, like, what was it? I removed some part of her coverage so that she can actually fit in a cast 2 and an action. So she still has, like, decent options in various categories. Like, we saw Devastation Blast even. But she can still dish out some good damage, as well as have decent movement range. Oh, what's that, Noodle? Do I plan on going to other games after this, or will I take a break from the trails and stuff? Um, Definitely I'll probably take a small, like, actually not sure about small, but I'll probably take a break from Trails stuff after the third, because like there are other kinds of games I want to start playing now. Cause yeah, the Trails games take forever to burn through. Like I'm already 60 hours into this one, taking into account the grind. Actually, maybe give or take a couple hours, cause I'm not sure. Like there are times where I alt tab and it doesn't count the in-game time, and times where I went AFK and all that, so it's kind of really hard to really judge it and all. But yeah, the Trails games are like they're basically a marathon. But personally, I love everything. Well, 95% of everything in Trails in the Sky from what I've played from first to the third. Like, the only things I just dislike are, very specifically, lifesteal enemies, because I don't know why they gave them 1-to-1 damage lifesteal. It's bullshit. It should never exist. Because, like, I mean, I went on this rant before. If you have a lifesteal enemy, it should fall into any of these categories. You have strong lifesteal, but low base health. You have high base health, but low lifesteal rate. Or they're your trash mob enemies to tell you, hey, a lifesteal enemies exist where they have low health and low lifesteal. Not high health, high lifesteal, and high damage. Okay, I added the third category there, but you get my point. It's just, that's like my main issue with some of these sometimes. And also, non-interruptible crafts, I think. I'm not sure if you're supposed to just use a spell or something, I don't know. Cause like, who has it? Was it Reese? Was it Kevin? Yeah, I think it was, yeah, Silent Cross. I'm not sure if this one is like guaranteed or not, cause I never get to line it up in time, that's the problem. Like, when I see someone trying to cast a spell and I try casting Silent Cross, their turn always comes up after. Battle of Attrition. Yeah, like, again, like my problem with some of these uninterruptible abilities is that like, why for crafts, like, is it not interruptible? Like, I get that you can, like, I get if they try to design it in a way so that like, oh, you use 2 impedes in a row. Or you try to like do 2 in a row so that you can't just go lol impede and then that's it. It's like, you know, you need to like get dedicated sets of impedes. Like that I'd be fine with. That's where the balance is, right? Just not what it was or what it is at this point. It's just, oh, just tank it. Like thankfully, because of how Father Kevin's primary character in this game, we can just use Grail Sphere and just go lol. In fact, I'll actually change the Grail Sphere here. But what was I getting at? But yeah, aside from those though, like I do love everything else about Trails in the Sky. Like story, like I'm just very much in love with the characters and all. Like I think for the most part, like everyone's had their significant like developments, backstories, and all that stuff kind of like fleshed out pretty much, even down to like Josette. There would be more stuff set up for Olivia Irwin to get the Trails of Cold Steel, obviously, and also Mueller as well, since like they're together. Richard, like we fought him for the whole first game. I mean, there's like, actually, now that I think about it, oh, there's like, I guess compared to the others, not as much with Annalise, I think, but good enough given her character, I believe. Julia. How much background do we have with her exactly? Like deep background, like side story stuff. Cause like there was like that episode with her day off and all, and she's just, you know, fully loyal to Chloe and all that. I know that. I don't know. You're gonna say blonde boy's familiar? Yeah. Olivia's great. Like, some of the scenes we saw earlier with the moon door, or is either moon door or yeah. This door. Holy crap, does it set up some intense stuff going into Cold Steel. It's one of the very few times where you actually see Olivia, like, visibly frustrated, a bit shaken even, at, like, because we all, like, know him for the goofball that he is, but he also has, like, a lot of plans laid out for, like, 10 steps into the future. And yet, with the Blood and Iron Chancellor, what's his name? Chancellor Osborne? The dude's, like, playing 4D chess, like, while we're all still playing freaking checkers at this point. So, like, I'm really excited to see, like, what Cold Steel has to offer. But when we'll get there, I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. Okay, though. What do I want to do right now? Oh, yeah, wait. Right, so next fight is going to be Kilika, so I made sure to bring Zin. I kind of want to... I'm not sure if I want to put in Chloe, if I want to put in someone else that'd be more familiar with her. Although I think I'm going to put in Reese, to be honest. Because we haven't used her for a little while. Let's see, setups. Oh yeah, while I was grinding, I did manage to get my hands on this beauty right here, Spiritual Boots +2. So I'm not sure what the +1 was, but we get some extra movement and arch strength and defense. I'll take it. Oh yeah, I guess I should switch out something real quick. Oh yeah, I also spent some time farming Gilbert earlier so I can get some additional Fool's Emblems. And I think I managed to get it for, let's see, Kevin. So that's 1, 2 for with Estelle, 3 with Ren. I should have a... Oh, I thought I had a 5th one. Huh. But yeah, we got Fool's Emblem. And now we're gonna just put in Crimson Eye so that we have her art scaling pretty dang well. Ninja Garb? Do you still want that? Oh, here's Superior Shoes 1. But for men... Wait. Oh no, that's Superior, right. Like, hold on a second, something doesn't seem right here. Oh yeah, I also like noticed when I was setting everyone up. Look how tanky our boy is. 27k health. I think that's the highest out of everyone here, even if you put on the water gem. Hey Jace, how you doing? Yeah, even Mueller, because I already have him equipped too, even Mueller isn't as tanky as in... Like, he's only 25.7k. And Zin is still 2 levels under as well. So that just really shows you how well he scales. Okay though, so I'll read the, what was it? Oh yeah, we still need to do the hard mode arena, by the way, but I'll do that a bit later in this session. And we still need to read Star Door 11 and 10. So we need Ren, we need to beat a fight, and we need to do hard mode arena, and form of happiness. Oh no, we already did that, Okay. So, now we're off. Just want to sort out the order. Huh? That's strange. Must figure the next battle will be in this room, but there's no one here. Weird. This is the top floor though, right? Well, there's the helicopter pad up there. Not technically, there is an area for landing airships on the rooftop. We'd probably better check there too, just in case. Oh yeah, so where I got the, what was it? Where I got the shoes from? I was actually farming Ebony Vanguard here. It's surprising. Oh yeah, I also got Shore Silk +2. It's actually really good. What was it? It's surprisingly easy to farm these, so it's actually not that painful. Although try and get Kaleido Armor +2? I don't know, man. But I assume we'll get Superior Shoes +2 sometime soon. Also, wait. Who has? Oh, wait. I might as well put Shore Silk 2 on Reese. Right. I might as well, because I believe I gave that to... Who did I give it to? Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, I didn't give it to anyone. But if we compare like the first and second ones, we go from basically we get 300 extra defense. Although it's not as high as the current level is 900, but it's acceptable trade-off. Like 50 extra arch strength and some extra agility for a good dodge. So heck yes. Oh yeah, like she even has more arch strength than Kevin at this point. Hey, Saber friend John. Speaking of summer units though, I'm really worried about after this FGO rerun. Speaking of, I think later tonight I'll probably just chill with farming FGO, I think, because I kind of want to get the farm over with, or at least like a significant majority of it, and probably do some more story reading and other like busy work that I've kind of neglected to do, rank up quests, interludes, etc. I need to get all those done and stock up on as many quartz as I can. Alright, Kilika, we know you're there. You certainly took your time. Yeah, oh shit. Uh-oh. I hit the nail on the head this time. Leaving that oaf over there aside for the time being, it's good to see you again, Annalise. You were with CC and Arknights? Wait, what's CC? Kinda shows it's not new play friendly. Yeah, the later you get into it, like, the more stuff you kind of miss out on, like, more so. I don't know. I hope you've been doing well since I left. I have, thanks. Damn, talk about harsh. I've got a name, you know. Contingency contract? The actually hard event? Oh god. I'm not sure what I want to do with my stamina. Like, I still want to go on my path of E1ing, like, everyone I have. I have to E1 some new units. At the same time, I really need to E2 Chen, as well as Hoshiguma, definitely. What was it? Hoshiguma, Chen... Oh yeah, oh right. When it comes up to it, I need to get to, farming the stuff for, Exusiai. And... God, there's just too many units to farm up. Not enough stam. His name is Oaf. Wow. Can you not spare a word of greeting for me too? I see you all the time in combat as it is. It hasn't even been that long since we last met. Or were you hoping this would be a moving reunion where I dive into your arms with tears in my eyes? I'm good, thanks. Now, right down to business, Kevin. I take it you understand the situation without me needing to explain it. I think so. I assume you're the second guardian, Philip being the first. We'll need to defeat you in order to advance to the next area. Correct. I can't say that I'm fond of having to fight in an old Ouroboros space of all things. Oh well, I suppose I will have to do this time. Those are chakrams. Watch out guys, those are really deadly as throwing weapons. It's been a few years since we had the joy of battling one another's in. I have no intention of holding back this time, which means I'll be using my chakrams against you. I wouldn't have it any other way. With one of those, you were stronger than you're stronger than even Walter. So I'd love to see how I fare against you these days. Show us all what the flying swallow can do. Gladly. Oh, what the fuck? As a second guardian, I, Kilika Roran, master level student of the Taito School, will serve as your opponent. She'll be a formidable foe. Let's do this. I'll give this all I got. There's nothing I can cast early. So, Hell's Jailers becomes mad with anger after enough damage. More susceptible to Mirage. Ex-Receptionist, Bewitched Chakrams. I love how I only gain one experience with how overleveled I think I am for this place.
I hold in my hand a chalice of heaven. May its holiest of lights act as our shield. Ray of fear!
How far will they run up? I think they'll run up, nah, I'll just do this just in case. Oh, right. I didn't have... Oops. Oh, you're not gonna S-break right away? Every other person S-broke right away. Oh, that's awkward. Oh wait, oh I should have strength buff. Oops. Decent damage. They should still be within range, I think. Their foot's still in it. Yeah. It's gonna be a problem. I need some way to pack them all together. Ooh. Hey, they still get packed together. Nice. I've actually never seen this break before, if I remember correctly. Oh shit! My own spirit bomb. What the fuck? It's still going. Oh. Nulling all non-recovery rates. Oh my god. 10k damage, that's a record. On a boss. Oh fuck! I was wondering when you'd pull that out. Maybe it was a low HP trigger. Is it? Don't tell me it's field wide. Oh shit! It's field wide! Oh god, thank god I'm prepped for this fight. I would have been pulling my hair out. How about 30k? Nah, given the strength levels, 30k, even if I have defense down, it's not really reachable given everything at the moment. But it's actually not reachable. Not dead? Not dead. Where's that rage? Waste a turn? Oh no.
I am ready.
1 HP. Oh, how nice! In the center of the stage, even. I just love how crazy all the spells are at this point in the series.
Not bad.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do need an Onyx gem. I should have known that wouldn't go quite like our fights always used to. You've refined your skills beautifully over the years. I could say the same to you. It's hard to believe you were spending the time serving as a guild receptionist instead of doing some kind of intensive training. There's no need to flatter me. My skills still need plenty of refining if I want to reach the heights of the Taito school. But if my real self remembers this defeat, I'm sure she's going to be frustrated enough to want to get back to training. Be certain you're ready to serve as her opponent when she does in. You got it. Although if you ask me, I think you're strong enough as you are. You're telling me? I'd be scared out of my wits if I had to fight you again if you ever reached the heights of the Taito school personally. You fought spectacularly. Well, the time to say our goodbyes has come. With my defeat, you're now halfway through the trials of the 6th plane. Just be sure not to let your guards down. I'm sure the greatest challenges are very much still to come. Very much still to come? Okay. Farewell. Let us meet again one day. I wonder if one of these areas will lead us to the Dragon Pit, the Dragon Cave from the last game. Man, she's never been one to hold back. It's hard to believe that wasn't even the real Kilika. Anyway, we should be able to enter the next area now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. Let's say we go back to the garden before we keep going. With pleasure. I'm starving. Maybe there would have been some better dialogue if we brought Estelle or Joshua instead of Reese. I guess since Reese doesn't really know much about Kilika, not real much to say there. Oh well. Oh yeah, let's see what some of the other party members have to say. Nah, she still says the same things. Oh yeah, what if we just take out Zen? Oh, let's talk to everyone first though. Oh hey, what's this stuff doing at the food tree? Kinda feeling hungry, so I came over here to get something to eat. What are you looking at me like that for? Exercise makes you hungry? That's a fact of life. I couldn't agree more, Estelle. That's a universal rule of this world. To deny it would be folly. Those two sure have a lot in common. Really kind of thirsty too. Maybe I could go for some ice cream or something. How does that satisfy your thirst? I'd heard Kilika was able to make her way through one of the shadow towers alone, so she's clearly a force to be reckoned with. I wish I'd been able to meet her while still in the burrow, to be honest. Lord Phantasma appears to have had some rather capable warriors under his command. That's the strength of the second guardian. I dread to think how powerful the rest will be. This is going to be quite the challenge. Oh! Challenging looking books? Oh, it's like stuff for... I'm not sure if I want to... God. As much as I do want to read through these for Malore, I don't want us to be here for like the next 2 hours, because you all know how long I've read through, or how long I've took. Actually, no, actually might not be that long, but y'all know how long I took trying to read through Carnelia and Doll Knight. Oh my goodness. Actually, yeah, these aren't that long. I wonder if there's an achievement if I just kind of skim through all of them. Hold on. I don't have a Steam overlay on, so I actually don't know if that did anything. Nope. That didn't give me anything. Huh. What are you doing? Sorry. What are you doing here, Ren? Trying to guess who the next guardian, or trying to guess who the next guardian will be or something? It'd sure help if we knew how they fought before we actually ended up in battle with them. I suppose it would. The Lord of Phantasma always picks really exciting people for us to fight, don't they? I can hardly wait to see who makes an appearance in our fairy tale next. Whoever will it be? You're looking forward to the next fight? So you're not trying to work out who it'll be against then? Why would I want to do that? Fairy tale's always more exciting when you don't know what's going to happen. I was reluctant to comment at first, but now I feel obliged to. Do you not find such remarks a little imprudent? Imprudent? It's clear from all they've done so far that the Lord of Phantasma is our enemy. Furthermore, while the Guardians we are fighting may not be the individuals themselves, their personalities are still being violated. In light of that, I find it hardly appropriate to be talking about all this like it's some sort of game orchestrated for your entertainment. Reese? What's got you so mad all of a sudden? I'm not. However, I was under the distinct impression that we're all in agreement on one thing. The Lord of Phantasma was our enemy. So I'll not stand by and listen to them being, of all things, praised. Really now? Come to think of it, every time we've encountered them, they've always made a point of taunting you and Kevin, haven't they? That wouldn't have anything to do with you, that wouldn't have anything to do with why you're angry, would it? Oh, I bet it does. The Lord of Phantasma seems to have a peculiar fascination with Kevin, and yet you just can't work out why. And that's why you're getting so worked up, isn't it? This isn't a game, Ren. You might be a genius, but that doesn't mean everything in life will go the way you want it to. And to assume so otherwise is sheer arrogance. Okay, that's enough. Let's stop this before it gets nasty. Ren, bringing up things that clearly bother people and teasing them with it isn't a very nice thing to do. As for you, Reese, she might be smarter than other girls her age, but that doesn't change the fact that Ren is still an ordinary my ass. An ordinary 12-year-old girl. Excuse me? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Well, let me put it this way. She's smart and strong, we both know that. But do those two things really make her that much different from other girls her age? Or make it so that she couldn't act like they do? Because I think you find plenty of 12-year-olds out there who are a little selfish and cheeky, or like to cause trouble. That's pretty normal. Plus, she's got tons of good points too, like how she's always considerate towards others when the situation calls for it. See, she's just your average girl who goes to Sunday school, right? Just a little brighter and a little stronger. How many people has she killed? How many people has she killed at this point? That, or don't tell me despite wanting to kill everyone, like all the people she sliced up in the second chapter was just, they just pulled a Pokemon on us where, oh, they all just fainted. Oh. Not to mention that her, attacks all come with instant kill procs. If we're to incorporate gameplay into this, there has to be some people she actually killed, right? You think so? It just doesn't seem fair to me to hold her to a different standard than everyone else her age, because you see her as somewhat different. That's not to say don't tell her off if she's been bad, because you do that to kids too. It's more you're being unusually hard on her. People die when they are killed. No, they just faint. Pokemon has taught me well over the years. Like level 100 Gyarados using Hyper Beam on a Pidgey. Pidgey fainted. He'll sleep it off. While players still avoid her as one of the most popular female character in Trail series. Oh, people vote. Oh, for Ren? I can imagine so. I can see why a lot of people like her. I suppose you may be right. You have my apologies, Ren. Really? I wasn't expecting an apology from you. Although your face says you still got a lot you want to say to me. Naturally. After all, admonishing unreasonable children is the duty of their elders, however special or not special they may be. Yep, like I said, I'm not gonna disagree on that point. So, as long as we're all here, we're basically her guardians and stuff. Oh please, you can say whatever you like. But, by the way, Estelle, you said I was just like your average girl who goes to Sunday school, right? Sure I did. Am I wrong? You can think whatever you like about me, I don't care. But I do want to make one correction. I wouldn't be attending school as a student. I'd be teaching there. Hey. I got 3 doctorates out. 3 doctorates? Holy shit. You what? What? One's in chemistry, one's in mathematics, and the third is in information theory. I even published regular papers in those fields. I did it through someone else because I don't know, or I don't want the hassle of someone finding out who I am, though. Right. Disciplining her appears as if it will be an even more difficult task than I anticipated. She's literally 200 IQ. Don't go underestimating me if you wouldn't mind. And don't forget, you've got no chance of getting out of this world unless I'm with you to help. God damn, 3 doctorates! I wish those two could get along. I want to do something to help on that front, but I'm not sure what I can do. Just bait her with candy. Come on, she's not that dumb. Alright, let's see who's down over here. Oh. I'd have to end up somewhere so weird anyway. What's even gonna happen to us? Hey Abyss, how you doing? Oh, hey, look at these two totally not lovebirds reading books together. That scene will ever be legendary to me. I tried asking Celeste a few questions regarding the Libra Arc, but she doesn't possess most of the real Celeste memories regarding the city. Also, my throat's going already for some reason. Ilsa? Wait, was this? Oh my god. God damn. God damn it, Ilsa. Oh god. I feel so bad for her. Doncho, marry her already. God damn it. My singleness, or my singlehood outlasted the society. I can only assume she was given the bare minimum of information regarding it and nothing more. I decided to ask Celeste about this library a short while ago. She says this world is capable of absorbing information spaces into itself. The books we see come from the knowledge accumulated within being drawn out through our thoughts and existence. That was what she told me, at least. Uh-huh. Oh, hey. What are you doing here? Colonel, are you practicing your draw techniques? Oh no. It's just that, surrounded by so many skilled warriors, I can't help but be reminded of just how feeble my own swordsmanship is. I'm unable to perfect it and reach the heights others have, but I'm unable to turn my back on it either. Still, I feel as though by coming here and honing my senses, I may be able to see something new. Oh. Also, this is a new camera angle. Holy crap. Or is it? No, I just we've never seen it from this angle. Oh no, Olivia! Are you gonna get drunk under the table again? Oh my god. Also, Agon and Tita together. Shara's absolutely right here. The best approach here is to keep calm and take obstacles as they come. Still, if Phantasma is able to recreate people who are in Calvor too, we might find ourselves against someone truly fearsome sooner or later. The Chancellor? Oh god. There's no point in getting all panicky now, not after we've come this far. Whoever we end up facing, we'll find a way to win. The rest of the Guardians we face are likely to be even stronger than the two we've already defeated. So don't go skimping on preparations, you hear me? From what I know, Kilika went back to Calwar not long after Grandpa left Zace on vacation. She just showed up at her house one day to tell us that she was off, and that was that. Sounds about right. Oh, speaking of Zace, I hope Mr. Murdoch is doing okay, and I hope Mob isn't causing any more trouble for him, especially now that he won't have Kilika to help him. I hope he hasn't worked himself sick or something. I swear, Kilika's something else. Well, whatever. Guess I'll help out with some of the guild's workload in Zace when I get back. She did seem kinda attached to the place out there and all. Wait, Erica Russell's probably still gonna be there, isn't she? Damn it. That's all you gotta say. Also, the pool's not refilled yet. Let me go fix that. Murder mom. Goddamn. You'd recommend swapping everyone in the party for this next area? We'll see once we get to the monument on who they require. Oh wait. Fuck, I didn't check the turn order. Oh well, I just need to finish the fights. I think I need 2 more now at this point. Trying to get some food in Mahjong. Okay, now I won't make the same mistake twice. How'd you miss?
Not bad.
And one more should refill the pool. Because if I'm gonna swap out people, I want to make sure that they have their bars filled before we leave. Actually, no, we were filled at the pool. I haven't played Mahjong in a little while since the event ended. I mainly just play from event to event, pretty much. Or at least I try to remember to. Your 5-star guarantee on the new banners, the 10th roll. Rip Abyss. I'm personally waiting for the next set of limited characters to come up for me to pull them. Because basically on the standard headhunting banners and all, like, there's not too much point unless you just really don't care about the limiteds coming up. Yeah, for Arknights, I assume, yeah. Alright, 6th plane, scenic route. Stream's crapping out. I was dropping frames for a little bit, but not anymore. Saving everything for Blaze. I have no idea who I'm saving for, but I know that whatever limited's coming up, I'd probably want them. Mystima coming though. No, not that one. You hope not. We went up and down already, right? So next would be... Scotty Ifrit on next banner? Oh, hell yeah, I can save. Yeah, we gotta go down. Oh, I didn't see that. I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to buy Sora with my yellow certs though. I'm sure she'd be useful, but I don't know. Oh no, this is... Oh, whoops. Ah, oh, goddammit, I was at that place then. Also, goddammit. So wait, Scotty, Ifrit, Liscar, Nightmare, someone else. I already have all of them except for Ifrit. Shining Ball. Oh, you even guard that? Can you still guard even with the defense down? Barely. Oh wait, no, that's after. Oh, damn it. Oh, daddy. Nah, that ain't gonna work, Chief. Totally not worth it. I mean, no, it was. Okay, let me just slap some fools so I can actually get my craft points back. How'd you miss? Oh, Skyfire. Hoping this Skyrim is Shopify server, probably not. How's how you doing, Sierra? Come on, Annalise, come on. There we go. Here's level 1. I highly recommend having Liscarm E1 at the very least. There's a lot of very useful applications for like her passive skill with the SP regen. It's crazy good if you can find like the right setup to feed all the enemies to charge up her passive. We're gonna drop 50 rolls on it. Personally, I wouldn't recommend unless you really need no operators, but whatever you want. You know, I think actually now thinking about it, that was kind of a bad tone to say, huh? But yeah, just my recommendation. No, wait, no, that one was Chloe's. Wait, you just want to have this card. I would have had extra LMD to level up some more people, but trying to E2 Angelina in the middle of the event ate up all of my LMD. I was supposed to have like 700,000 at this point. I'm down to like 200,000 now, or maybe less, I don't remember, just because I wanted to get Angelina all leveled up and sorted out. It's like, ugh. Impregnable Fortress. Place your hand on this monument, the Divine Blade successor among your number. Great. I don't have a clue what Impregnable Fortress could be referring to, but I think we all know who we're gonna need to have with us this time. Yep. No one else but Richard fits that description. Oh, wait. Divine Blade 6. Oh. Oh, that's Successor. Right. Let's see, we're on the same page. Let's head back to the garden and ask someone to come with us. Impregnable Fortress. Oh, are we gonna go through Leaston Fortress again? Part of me was thinking the, what was it? Part of me was thinking the, what was the airship called again? The Ouroboros one? The... something... How am I forgetting the name already? Angelina's pretty worth the... yeah. She's a good healer for EX4 challenge mode. Oh, can I help you with anything? Well... explain to Richard that they thought he was the person in Carnelia's monument inscription was asking for. Angelina Push is pretty great. Yep. Me? The Divine Blade successor? But I suppose there's no point in debating if I am fit to be called a successor. No one else seems to match the description after all. I'd be happy to accompany you when you return to that monument. Thanks. Whoops. Get that. I'm clicking all over the place right now.
Inadequate performance.
Alright, who do we want to bring? I mean, I just want to keep Ren with me. I also want to keep Ren with me. Part of me wants to bring Olivia, but I don't know. This is a tough one. Who would I get the most story value out of if I were to bring them? Because we got our spell coverage. Like, Richard is basically the same as Father Kevin or Shara, and with significantly less orbit restrictions. Oh wait, we could also bring Annalise with Colonel Richard, but hey Harmony, how you doing? Or should I bring Julia? Or should I bring Tita with Ren? There's too many choices. You recommend a Stone Joshua? Story-wise or gameplay-wise? Or both? Like, that was also another pair I had in mind with the Stone Joshua and how much history they have with Colonel Richard. For story-wise, you recommend a Stone Joshua? Yeah, sure.
Piece of cake.
You ready?
Okay, I think it's time I switch out some other people's stuff too, though. Let's see, Silver Gem, EP. And Evade. Who has wood? Ah, here you go. Silverthorn, Calamitous Blast, as well as not the best selection of fire, but it'll have to do. Got an Enfeeble for... Oh, right, Enfeeble for defense down. Yeah, that'll make up for not having Chloe with us all the time. Alright, how's this so... Oh, we gotta fix up this front line. There we go. Also, I believe... I'm not sure if I showed it on stream, I don't think I did. But I unlocked the second S-Break for Colonel Richard. So we'll see how that's gonna be like. Wait, who else is wood gem? Wait, what was it? Gold, wood, and move 3. Alright. Never played a Trails game like this mini UI? Yeah, I'd say they did a pretty good job with the UI in the Trails games. Like it's really like easy to navigate and kind of just like cycle through all the important stuff that you kind of want to like look through and all that. Like, and also I cannot state this enough. I just really want to applaud Falcom for like how well the PC version plays in terms of like just you can literally just play this with one hand, give or take using your other hand to use the numbers 1 through 4 for the S breaks. But aside from that, you can basically play the entire game with like one hand tied behind your back because like. I've almost never really used the keyboard, like outside of like S breaks. I'm just trying to mash for. So like yeah, it's just like really relaxing to just like lay back with just your mouse. And I've pretty much played Trails in the Sky like this since the first game. Like, maybe in the first game I spent a little bit with the keyboard, but then as I got more used to the mouse movement, it just feels so easy and natural. It's like... I wouldn't really play it any other way, to be honest. Oh yeah, I guess so you do need to press T for fast forward, but you can rebind it to another mouse key if you want the true mouse-only experience. Alright though, let's get back to... Let's get back to it. Also, wait, did I forget to re-equip people? Battle Surcoat. Oh, right. Equipment. Battle Surcoat. Estelle... sure. I'll let you use the Shore Silk. Oh wait, whoops. It was, oh no, Joshua should be the one with Fool's Emblem. So let me go take that off. Let's take that off Ren, I suppose. So Fool's Emblem. And I'm gonna need some Arts Defense to balance that out. Is there any other better thing of Arts Defense? Extra agility prevents petrify. Feather brooch? Got 13 movement though. Speedy boy. Synchrons. Spiritual boots. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Where's Annalise? Need to switch out these items. Also, wait, no, that's Annalise only. Right. Battle Surcoat. Who has the good equipment? Gargan armor. There we go. Tiger Heart. 4 extra strength. And we need something to balance out that 0 magic defense. 30 ain't gonna cut it. I do like that movement though. Wait, hold on. Someone has +1 movement in arts defense here. Someone has to have +1 move in arts defense. No? Ah, damn. Although I could cycle in Bull's Emblem. Or not? I think I'll go without that. Okay, wait, so who has, is it Moon Glasses? Arch Strength, Poison Blind, you know what? Let's take that out just in case. Strength. Prevents mute and extra speed. I might want to have that on just in case. You know, just unequip everyone. See, extra. Yeah, and prevents mute too. Yeah, I guess that would be the preferred setup. And just double checking orbits. Yep, all in order. Okay, let's go for real this time. Oh wait, oh, no one has, right, no one has haze, so that we can skip, God damn it. So we can avoid being detected by monsters, so we don't have to worry about aggro. Oh, god damn it, I can't make it here. I gotta go back to base. Hold on, we're going back. So what do the lines do in this game? Do you mean the lines on these Orbin setups? Or do you mean like the character line there? I'm not sure which line you're talking about. But 1 second. Who has it again? Someone has it. Someone has it. Ah, here you go. The orbit lines. So the orbit lines divide up like all these different values here. So basically, to learn certain spells for your character to use, they need to meet these specific elemental value requirements on one line specifically. So basically, the more lines you have, the less variety of spells the character can actually make use of, because you can only, like with this, you can only pack up to 3 orbment or 3 quartz for Zin and such for other people, so that like you can't rack up as high of a value there to kind of get a good spell variety. But on the exact flip side though, you have Olivier, you have Ren, and Chloe, although Chloe's elemental restricted with specific elements she has to slot in. But basically, if you can have all this in one line, you can basically use any spell in the game if you have the setup to get them. I'm not saying that you can load up every spell, but you have access to every spell if you can combine for it. You were curious because they haven't said anything in Trails of Cold Steel yet? Huh. But yeah, like, it's just the big thing with Trails in the Sky with like setting up the orbits for everyone, like playing to everyone's strengths or gearing up for particular areas and all that with like what you want to do. Like if you want to have people cover wind, fire, or basically just have them spec'd out enough just to be a good healer or a support, even with like spells like Zodiac here or Phantom Pain if you want to debuff people and all that stuff. So basically, the more lines they have, the more magic oriented they are, and the less, and for the most part, archetype wise, the less powerful they'd be physically. Because Olivier, his physical damage, you don't use him for his gun. But with how broken up like Agate, Mueller, and Zin are with how many lines they have, since they're not really meant to have a variety of spells, their strength scaling is a lot higher compared to the more dedicated arts units and stuff. And then you kind of have like the in-between, or people like in the middle of the line, like you have like Julia, who has like a 2-4 setup. So like she can have access to a good variety of spells, but also dish out some respectable physical damage of her own. Shara, she's more for spell slinging, but you know, spell casting. But compared to Colonel Richard and stuff, she doesn't really scale too well, if I remember correctly. Oh, I need to replace this. Yeah, 2000 attack might seem like a lot, but kind of like the line where we draw for acceptable strength levels is like 2200 at this point in this chapter. But yeah, and then we get to like the middle grounds with like Josette, where it's like a completely even split. So they're kind of like the jack of all trades. Although I wouldn't really use Josette as the example because she's restricted to 2 Earth Quartz specifically. We want to look at Estelle, who's like the true hybrid. Like basically, since you know, she's like the type you start with from the beginning of the game in Trails in the Sky 1 and 2. It kind of makes sense from a gameplay perspective to kind of have her be like the jack of all trades and kind of work with stuff like this. But then as you kind of go further down, you know, you get more people with like certain specializations or particular setups and all that. And yeah, eventually you'll just get used to how things are kind of divided up to kind of realize like more lines, basically spell damage, or sorry, 1 line spell damage, multiple lines, support or physical DPS, and then you have like hybrids like Estelle and stuff here, you can just make them whatever you want. So you can just have them like be the filler of the team roles. Like, you know, Kevin, he pretty much almost has everything. Richard, he's kind of more specializing in like, oh yeah, I had him specialized with more Mirage stuff and time stuff. But yeah, kind of same with Joshua, but Joshua, his two orbits here are spec'd out for time, so kind of pigeonholed into these kind of sets of orbits and all. Okay though. Wait, what did I come back for? Oh right, I meant to get Haze. I already got it off someone. There we go. Was it this? Oh no, it wasn't that one. But yeah, I also do wonder how the whoops, how the gameplay's set up in Trails of Cold Steel and stuff. I kind of wonder what'll change lore and gameplay wise to what they do. We'll see when I get to Trails of Cold Steel eventually, but like I said before a few minutes ago, I think after I beat the third or Trails of Third, I'm gonna be taking a little break from, or I keep saying little break out of habit, but yeah, just a break from Legend of Heroes overall, just so I can kind of have some more variety on my stream for once that's not gacha stuff. Cause like, what was it? I still need to get through, oh god, what was it that I wanted to go through again? Oh, right. Oh, I mean, we're gonna dive into yet another RPG, but, it's, like, this playthrough's been, like, 3 years in the making. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked for the 3DS. So I've played the first one, or the original version on Nintendo DS on stream, a long while back, cough, 3 years ago. And because of a dumb mistake I made, because I was playing on emulator with, you know, I don't have a DS capture card or anything like that, so I had to emulate it. I accidentally loaded a save state after I beat the game and went to New Game Plus. And I went all the way back to the second to last chapter, and because save states keep everything that was in the game, it overwrote my save file. And I was not going to redo the 12 plus hours to get back to where I was, because for that playthrough, I was planning to go through all 6... wait. Yeah, give or take 6 endings of the game, and all the secret stuff that was in it. For like a 100% playthrough of sorts. I really wish I didn't load my save state on accident there. Yeah, I know that Citra now, the Citra being the 3DS emulator, if people don't know, they have updates just now that allow for save states, but I will not be touching that at all. God, no. I don't trust myself with save states anymore. Unless it's for games, like, where it really doesn't matter or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know, maybe some platformer games or just something where it's not as consequential as loading back an RPG save. Steam didn't look... I mean, Steam doesn't do localization. They just post the games and stuff. But, yeah, like, Exceed or whoever else handles that stuff. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't localize Trails of Zero yet, because like, from just what I've been hearing, like, oh, when you go into Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, at least from what I heard from my friend, it's not too important, I think? I'm not exactly sure about that. but I don't think it's too important to not know about the trails from Zero games. But then once you go into 3, at least from what I've been hearing, you really would like to know what happens in the previous games. As I'm sure like it all like comes to a head after all like whatever things they reveal and slowly like leak into the final parts of Cold Steel, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, that's just baffling to me. It's kind of like with the Ace Attorney games, if I remember correctly. Like you have all the games up to this point in English, but then we're still missing. I mean, although correct me if I'm wrong if they actually did release this, but isn't there still the second Miles Edgeworth game that still hasn't been localized, and no chance of it being localized, pretty much? Also, was there one more game in the Ace Attorney games that weren't released in the West, or was Miles Edgeworth 2 the only one? I don't remember. But yeah, it just baffles me because like I'm pretty sure like with any, especially story-driven games, like you would take care to localize and send out, or localize and distribute it like everywhere else if you've done so with the previous games, right? So I don't understand. Although wait. God, I feel dumb for always self-correcting like this, but yeah, now I just remembered. Didn't Miles Edgeworth 1 sell poorly in the US that Capcom decided that it wasn't worth it, so they just never localized the second game or something? I think that was why. Like the first game just didn't sell well, so there's no point in sending out the second one. Which is very unfortunate if that was the exact reason. Usually tied to sales. Yeah, that's probably why. Like, I'm sure if it was selling like hotcakes and stuff, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like Capcom would be like, okay, we need to translate the rest of this. Oh well, I've been going off on this tangent long enough. Let's go.